Our next candidate is Mr. Bill Stouffer from Jefferson City, Missouri, and he too is a candidate for Congressional 4th District.
Thank you. You know, it's been a long primary season. A lot of it's been at this for 14, 15 months. And we've all been in 25 counties and all over the state. You know, I feel a little bit like Jerry Clower. He went coon hunting with Ledbetter one evening, and the dog treated coon. And Clower said, I'll climb up the tree, throw the coon out, you shoot him. But when he got up the tree, the coon jumped in, so he's wrestling this coon up the tree, and finally he hollers, shoot! And Ledbetter says, I don't know which. And Clara says, shoot, one of us needs some relief. So we're getting close to relief time. We're 11 days away. First thing I need to do is introduce Sue Ellen, my high school sweetheart. Been married 43 years. I will tell you that she was born here in Waynesville when her father was stationed at Fort Leonard Wood. So thank you, Waynesville. We have 2 sons, 4 grandkids from 11 to 14, 2 great daughter-in-laws, and life is good. I am state senator from the 21st District, which is up in the center part of the state. I represent 9 counties. 3 of those counties are in the 4th Congressional District. Graduated at the University of Missouri in Econ. In 1979, MFA Incorporated lost its way. I was the first one to pull together a group, statewide group that changed that board of directors. When I went on the board in '79, MFA was virtually bankrupt. When I left in the mid-90s due to term limits, it had a high return on assets of any property in the nation. And you don't do that by yourself. But I did create an atmosphere on the board to hire the right people and stand behind them when they had to make tough decisions. And we refocused that company and put it back in what it grew to do. In 2003, I was approached to run for the state senate. And quite frankly, I didn't want to go through the election process. I turned it down 4 or 5 times. And finally, in 2004, I decided I was tired of screaming for radio. You know, there's so many things that happen. People see a small problem, and they try to fix that problem, and they don't see the unintended consequences. And I think with my business background as a farmer and with my corporate experience in MFA, put me in a good position. I was well prepared to do this. Being a politician was never a goal in life, but I've always been the one to step in when there was a need and try to do the best I could. I was elected in 2004 to the Senate. The only day I was in was election day. I'm the first Republican to represent the 21st District. It's a very Democrat district, but I've learned to respect my constituents. 1 year in, our named chair of transportation, I think that says leadership saw something in me they wanted to exploit. And I was reelected again in 2008 with 64% of the vote, which I think says my constituents appreciate the job I do. I also chair the Republican caucus in the Senate, and I think that says my colleagues appreciate my duty. In 2007, I carried the NRA's #1 national priority, the Hunting Heritage Act, successfully to the state legislature. Very proud to be pro-life and pro-men too. We have a spending problem in this country, folks. We are stealing from our kids and our great-grandkids. You cannot continue to spend $1.6 trillion more than you take in. We have got to get that under control. We've been a very, very selfish generation. We have squandered what our fathers and grandparents have given to us, and now we're stealing from our kids and our grandkids to the point where we're the first generation that may pass on a lower standard of living to our children than we have. It's the first time that's ever happened in this country. We have got to get that under control. Also tell you that I was on the military preparedness, represent the Senate on the Military Preparedness Commission. I have worked with David Day. He handled a lot of legislation in the House. I handled it in the Senate to make Missouri a more military-friendly place for both the folks moving in and out. When we started, Missouri had a red light as far as the Pentagon was concerned. We have changed that over the last 3 years. It's little things that you don't think about. You know, if a spouse is a teacher, we now allow the teacher to go ahead and start teaching with a temporary certificate if they've got a clean background. If a kid gets a Constitution test in Texas, we no longer hold up their graduation here in the state of Missouri. It's a pleasure to be back in Pulaski County. I ask for your support. August the 3rd, Bill Stouffer, 4th Congressional District. Thank you.